everyone, Diane here with a new DIY for you today. Thank you so much that you're stopping by the channel of me and my mother-in-law Jenny, because we're welcoming you to another DIY. Are you ready? Let's go and start crafting. Good. I'm going to craft something for the spring season, and therefore I'm going to use these two rings that I bought really a long time ago, and I have no idea how much I paid for these. Let's open them up. I can throw this away later. These are, you know, just like this, made out of, I don't know what, but it's really strong. And I want to make a nice ornament out of these. You can also use them separately, but I think I'm going to pick them together. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. What I also need, which I recently bought, is this really big twine rope. I got this from the Action, and that is a similar shop to Dollar Tree here. And I think it was only 4 or 5 euros, which is cheap because this is 10 meters. I don't know how many inches that is. And oh, this stuff smells strong. Go throw that away as well. Now, how do we open this? Oh, here is a knot. Just cut them through, and then everything will open, I suppose. This was on the construction department, but we like to use it for crafting. Oh, yep, there is the other one, and then the last one. Good. I need to vacuum clean after this because I think I'm going to cut it, and that will give really off. I also have my glue gun up here, which I'm going to warm up. This is from Lidl, and Jenny and I have been using it for quite a while. It's on a battery, and you can simply charge it through USB-C, as you can see here. Now here you have a working light, which I don't have to point it towards your direction. Yeah, like that, putting it down in that direction. And you can see the LED light turn green, and then it's ready to use. My personal experience is wait a little bit longer until you're sure that this, till it's hot enough. What I want to do is start wrapping around the twine like this, so that you're going to cover up the whole thing and you're not going to see what is left there anymore. Now we leave this space open here, I think, because up here we need to start binding them together, which we actually perfectly can do with this one as well. So let's say this is a little bit of a flat part. Let's glue up here. No, it isn't warm enough. It isn't that much, the glue isn't that soft unless they say that it's ready. I don't think it's ready. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer, and then when you just glue it down here, I will, start forwarding it because I want to see all of that. And then wrap around through it every time, and then hopefully get a really nice wreath covered up in twine. First round is done. I only left one part here open, so we can just tie these two together. So first let's put all the rope through the small hoop, and there are fibers everywhere now. Now let me see if I do it like this. Is that too tight? Just give it a try. Put everything through here and then shovel it underneath. Make sure that you're going back up again. Now just loosen it a little bit more. Otherwise, oh yeah, of course we have to put everything through here again. Now let me see if I can go through here. No. Just need some extra space. A little bit more. I said a little bit more, thank you. Is it tightened up well now? I'm doing something wrong. Oh, here. You have to go through this way. So through this side here. Can we go through? Not completely. Let me figure this out. Just play a little bit with tension, how much you need. And go through this side. I think that is the way. There we go throughout this part here. Yeah, it needs to get more loose. This is annoying. Okay, I think we have it right now. So I'm going to continue the way how I did, only going in this direction here. And yeah, then we're gluing, when we're done, we're gluing the roll back to the top ring, to the small hoop. We're just going to continue. What might help, what I just did here, we have the thinnest point of the hoop, and this here is the thickest point. Move the thinnest point, just like I did here, to the part where you're connecting those two hoops together. Because then it might be easier to, you know, twist further. But it's just a suggestion, I'm just showing you. Your hoop or thing might be different, what you're doing. Not everything is the same, of course. I'm going to wrap around some more twine, and I'm seeing you when I'm nearly done here. Almost there with the wrapping. Don't care, or actually don't get nervous when you can't cover everything up here. Just left the last thing open. Now let's push this through. Hopefully that will fit. Yes, perfectly. Can I do some more? Let's give it a try. We can do one extra wrap. If not, then no big deal. This is going to be a tough cookie. Come on, you. I know you can do it. Yes. That was where I was looking for. Now, we have this. Let's turn it over. And let's get also the scissors, because I want to see if I can glue it down here. So I kept my glue gun warming up for quite a while. And I hope, yeah, this is something we can all get rid of. Just make a really big dot glue here. And then quickly pull and then press it down. Well, the rope was big enough. If you have a smaller rope, then I suggest using those silicone finger protectors, or just do as I and use the scissors. Wait until it's dry, and then you can cut off the excess part of rope. There was enough. First I thought, oh, do we have enough rope? And I hope this will work, otherwise I have to get myself... Oh, I'm going to do just like this, piece by piece. Is that working, or do I need a knife? I think I'm going to take out the knife. This rope is stronger than I thought. Oh, there it's coming. There's one. And then we're going to cut the second. And now we go to number 3. This is the back part now, because we don't want those rags to be visible, of course. And there is some glue peeking through here and there. Come on, almost there. I can feel it is almost there. Come on. Yes, good. Now we have those rags here. Let's see how far we can peel them off. So I'm going to trim the edges, because now we have a really big knot here in the back. Just see what I can trim, and then as finishing touch, I just cover everything with glue so it won't go, you know, spreading everywhere and letting go. That might be useful. But I'm really happy with how this looks. I didn't expect it to look so nice. This is how the back looks like, trimmed and with a big dot of glue. Now let's turn it over, and I think I'm going to start making the ears. Sorry. And let's see, I split these in two. This is the little leftover of the rope that I still have. Now let's see, how big do we want to have the ears. I'm just going to put them behind. Something like this maybe. Or even bigger, you can determine it yourself. Because I want to, yeah, I think this is the right size. Okay, how long is that? Let me measure. About 40 centimeters of rope. So then we take something extra. How does it look when you're dividing it into two? Yeah, that is still a little bit too long, but we're going to try it. So just divide this in two. And then we're going to make the ears. So I'm just going to cut this through. Then I have two separate strings that are evenly long. And then I can start to determine how long I need the ears to be. I want to try to get both ears the same, so that's why I put those two ropes on top of each other. Now I do also have iron wire here, and I hope that this works out, that I take some iron wire and that I will glue that upon the ears. Here and there, just a drop of hot glue. Let me get the hot glue gun. Well, just bend it a little bit straight because it's a little bit wobbly here and there. And well, let's say we start up here. Don't know if it will work. Let me just wipe off the excess glue. Just glue around here, for instance. And then let the glue dry. Hopefully that will work, that this, you know, make sure that it dried up really well before letting go of the iron wire. And yeah, hopefully that works. If not, then no problem, then we just use them without those things. But I thought it might be helpful. But maybe the rope is too thick and the iron wire isn't, you know, fitting in. We'll see how it turns out with the ears. Are iron wired, and I think it, yeah, actually did think it worked, because if I take them here, it stands up straight. So that worked. I just put different kind of dot glue here and there, lay them on top of each other, so hopefully they have both the exact same shape that I want them to be in. And yeah, now let's see how we can attach these two to the rabbit itself. I think just with a lot of glue, that will be the best option. So I'm heating up the glue gun again. Grab some extra glue sticks because we're going to need a lot. Now, as a guideline, I just centered this one here, and this, well, actually I'm simulating a hanging rope with that. So I know that both ears will be hopefully, you know, glued in a good position. The ears are a little bit big now I'm looking at this. Maybe I'm going to make them a little bit smaller first, but yeah, just chop off here and there because I started gluing, I think, about here, so that won't be a big deal. Good, I'm satisfied with the ears. To strengthen the ends a little bit, I think I'm going to wrap them with some iron wire. Oh, of course, let's start here. And hopefully that will give them a little bit more natural look and keep them secured. So just several times really tight around. And I think that also helps gluing them, because you know, the tension on the ropes will be less when you're, because the iron wire is taking over the tension and not the ropes itself. Look, yeah, now they feel much more secure. So this one will be here. And the other one I will do the exact same thing, just place it around here, and yeah, just start wrapping again with the iron wire. We're going to glue the ears. Where shall we start? I think this one. So I'm going to pour a lot of glue here, and then glue it straight here on the back. There we go. The glue gun was really hot. Let it burn for a long time, so the glue is coming out really easily. And this is the moment of truth. holding it, lifting this might help. And now we wait until the glue is dry. And I've just attached the second one. I'm letting it dry really good. Just taking away my leading rope. Just letting it dry for a few seconds, maybe a few more minutes. And then we're going to see how it looks. In the meantime, I'm going to, tidy up a little bit because this stuff gives a mess. So keep the vacuum cleaner nearby because this stuff is going to get everywhere. Or just craft in a garage if you can. That will be also a solution. Replace this tidier again. And yeah, we're going to make a bow. Therefore I have black ribbon. And I don't know if it's going to look cool, but I also have yellow and white strap one. Now this one isn't iron wire, this is from AliExpress. And this is from a garden center, and it is really, really old. It costed €1.50. And the reason I know why it's old is because the print of this garden center, the Dutchies might recognize it, is old too. So yeah, $1.50 for how much? 3 meters? That is really cheap. Good. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a big bow, and therefore I'm going to make several big loops. So let's see, if we take 40 centimeters, then the loop will be 20. That might be a little bit too much. How about 30? And then it will be 15, which is about this. Yeah, I think that is better. And to be sure, I take 35 centimeters long. And then cut it off around here, I believe it was. And now the scissor is dying because of all the rope cutting I did. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to take the other one. This one is gone. Oh. This stuff can still cut. Okay, then I'll be using that part. Yeah, let's see. You can just turn them together with a little bit of glue, and then you have one big loop, which you just can do over and over again. Let me show you what I mean. Just cutting out some more, and then I will show you. Yeah, I cut several black ones. Now I'm taking a look at the yellow and white one together with the black one. I'm not really sure about this choice. No, I don't think I'm doing it today. I'm going just for the luxury black look, and yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, now heat up the glue gun if you want to. You can also use, what do you call that, iron wire. Let's do some spider webs. Then you just take, or I mean a staple machine, not iron wire. What you can do is staple this together, like this, or I'm going to use hot glue. Don't know if it's already hot enough because I recently used it. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, glue it, and then gently press it together, like so, and then you have one loop. The cheating way of bow making. There's one, and I'm going to continue with the rest. Just do it like this. Fold it over the other half, and then gently press it together. Watch out for your fingers, especially when you're doing this with burlap. The glue can go throughout the burlap. So just repeating those steps. I do have 6 of these. Now you also need a piece of iron wire, which I have, you can see here, iron wire. Now I'm going to make some sort of cheating funky bow. Just laying all those glue things on top, and then I'm going to just fold them double. Just in a random way, doesn't have to be a certain kind of way. Like so. Well, let's say between the other one here. And one here too in this direction. Now this might get hard for your fingers, at least for mine they will. It will. Now let's see, for the last one. No, this is not logic what I'm doing. Just apply it like this. Let me see, am I happy with it in which direction everything is? I think so now. Now comes the trick where we need the iron wire. Fold it around here. don't pull too tight yet. Fold it around there. Still holding it together, and now you can start pulling on that iron wire, pinching it like so. I hope that you can see what I'm doing. Black is not the best color, I realize that now. So just pull really tight upon that iron wire, and then you can start twisting the ends here in the back around each other. So like this, securing the bowl. Just do it several times, it doesn't have to need that much. And then you can start fluffing everything like this. And now you have, okay. Apparently I didn't pick that one properly, no problem. Just fold it open, put it in between. That was the wrong finger job for me, sorry. Ooh, what was doing weird? Spooky time. And just twist it again. Now, I was folding, just fluffing it. Put the loops between your fingers and fluff everything in the way you wanted it to be. Make sure you might see a little bit of the iron wire. Just push gently. No one sees it again. And now you do have a really nice funky bow that you made really easy just with a glue gun. And no stress around your fingers, or at least not that much than when you're doing it without the gluing. Yeah, I'm happy with this. It looks really luxurious and also, yeah, quite farmhousey. The only thing that you need now are the fishtails, and those are really easy to make. Yeah, just fluffing a little bit more. Don't forget to cut out the ends as well from the iron wire on the back. Now I brought Mr. Rabbit back in because we're going to put the funky bow around here. I think that is at least the place that I like it to have. Yes, just like this. I'm also wanting to wrap this part together, so just to make sure that any ugly parts are covered up well. After that, we're going to make fishtails, so just heated up the glue gun again. Fold this one carefully over, watch out for the ears. Now we're first going to do the front, I think, because you're not going to see it anyway. Here, just like this, so I'm putting some dots of glue here on the biggest parts. One there, one there. That should be enough. Just folding it like this. Now carefully turn it over. And then we can start gluing it up on the back. This is quite a lot of glue here. Just add some more. And on the other end as well. Or just glue this part here. Might work too. Oh, oops. Just like so. And then fold it around. Lay it down and let it dry. Then we have the base for our bowl. Look, like this. Now you can place the bowl up here, because when you're looking at it from the top or the bottom part, if you might hang it upon your door or maybe upon a window or something, then it just looks like the bowl was really there and not that you were cheating or anything. First, we need fishtails. I totally forgot those fishtails. Okay, determine how long you want them to be. I think we start off with this here. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just starting off with this part here. Cut some fishtails, and then we're going to glue them just here upon the black, so one here and one here. Good. I did these things. I just put the fishtails upon this part here. Now we can just start gluing our bow. So add a lot of glue. And I say a lot, I really mean a lot. And just Gently place it on a place where you want it to have. Fluff it again when the glue is dry. And then you have a really nice bow with just not that much effort. Look. I think it looks stunning upon Mr. Rabbit. Yep, I think he's happy with it. Here is the final form of this DIY. Let us know what you think of this really nice Easter, or at least we think it's nice, this nice Easter decoration. You can hang this ornament in front of your window, or maybe in a big wreath up on your front door, and yeah, just whatever you want. Really like how the bow turned out, and as you can see, as you're taking a look from it from the top, you can still see that there is ribbon around the neck. So yes, crafting with rope. This was the first time I did it this way, and I'm happy with the final result. That was it for today. Jenny and I thank you very much that you were watching today, and we hope to see you back again next time. Take good care and enjoy your day with your loved ones. Bye everyone!